And just like that, Photo came for water, so Photo went inside. Last night was a late night. Kind of like that. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Ohrmundt Simmentals. All right, it is a back to brisk Saturday morning. If you didn't see the last video, yesterday we got our new to us John Deere 4230. So it's in pretty decent shape. It has a little bit higher hours on it, but it still runs good. There's a few things that we need to do to it and want to do to it. But it was a decent price. It's pretty decent shape-wise. Inside's pretty decent. It's just, I mean, it's decent all around. So animals that I'm kind of keeping an eye on, obviously Photo, DJ over here, because DJ, one thing with DJ, she doesn't have the biggest bag. Like, she does a nice job raising a solid calf, but her bag isn't huge. There were a couple from Purebreds, like this 313 Cowboy Cut daughter. Looks like she's coming along from a Purebred, which would only be a couple days later, to be honest. And then this girl right here, this is Peasy. She is our senior lady here. So I wouldn't mind bringing her in a little early, because you never know when cows like that are gonna calve. Sometimes they'll calve early, sometimes they'll calve late. And also, she does have quite the bag, but her problem is, or has started to develop over the last few years, is she's a nice sized cow. Like, I really like her size. She has a moderate frame, but her bag, especially the last 3 or 4 years, has really started to drop a little bit, which, unless you have a really aggressive calf, can sometimes become a little bit of a problem. Hard for them to really dip down and get that. It also doesn't help if you have a really deep bed pack in the barn, because mom will sink down like 3 inches and obviously the calf will not. So she's one that we have run into that a couple times in the last few years. Once the calf gets on and gets going, she's a great mom. She will spit out a 110-pound calf like it's a freaking dime. So a couple of things on the list for this weekend. What we're going to do is we're going to try and fire up the 42. The guy did say he noticed a little bit of a battery drawdown on it. Whether that is like an actual ongoing, like, electrical drawdown, or if it's maybe just the alternator's not charging well. So we want to fire it up, get it started. I mean, we'll get it started. That's not the problem. And then we'll take a look at it, put the tester on it, and find out what the alternator's doing. And we'll start from there. And just like that, Photo came for water, so Photo went inside. So that was kind of nice. She definitely is showing like she's ready to go. I like Nikon. I definitely like Photo's daughter that we got, because honestly it's been 5 years, I think, since Photo had a heifer. But Photo is bred to True Justice, and we've always been a fan of our True Justice calves. They've done at least decent for us. She is bred to him, and I would be more than happy to get a True Justice daughter, especially one that maybe was a blaze face. Come on, Photo. right, so it took a little longer for DJ, the second one. Actually, her name is, I'm very common, is OS Jane. But obviously you can tell why I just call her DJ. So her and Photo are very similar. All right, took just a little bit of a lunch. Don't worry, you didn't miss a whole lot. My freaking SD card filled up on me. But really the biggest thing we were doing was looking at the 42 and just kind of making a list of things that either we want to talk to our friend about that does our mechanic work on some of our bigger stuff. So I'm out here just double checking the cows again like I normally do, but Dad kind of just brought it up just like totally out of left field. So we got our hanging weights back from our last 2 steers, and those are some heavy dudes. So the lighter one, the 50, he had a hanging weight of 940, and then the 313 had a hanging weight of 993. We thought that was pretty cool. We've had some low 9s, like 905, 906, somewhere in there. But we haven't ever had like mid to upper 9s. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I hope, I know the big one actually goes to my cousin. He lives in southern Wisconsin. He's been getting a hole from us for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, and he splits it up with some buddies of his, and they really, really like it, so that's awesome. And then I think a quarter goes to my brother, and then another quarter goes to another cousin of mine. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then another half goes to somebody I used to work with, and they've been buying us from us for a number of years as well. So yeah, that's really nice. I especially like when our customers are our family and they really enjoy it and they keep coming back for more. So that's always cool. I mean, I know for like small families, sometimes a quarter is way more than they need, or sometimes it turns into not enough. So yeah, close friends and family and people we've known for a while, yeah, they are the bulk of our customers. And all right, another thing I did today, we are stepping up the heifers and heifer/steers. We're stepping up their mineral a little bit. One, they're using up the last bag of the Nutri-Beef, and also they need a little bit more mineral to get them ready for AI in what, essentially 2 months. I think almost everybody has been cycling or will cycle pretty soon. Dad's got a straw bale. I really want the bulls bedded. The calves actually look pretty good. The bulls need bedding, but we want to get them in the BDA, so we're going to bed the BDA down really well and then put the rest in by the bulls. And if we get them moved tomorrow, we get them moved tomorrow. If we don't, and then the plan tonight is I want to go to Tractor Supply right after we're done feeding. Come on, bud. Hey, hey, hey. He's gonna get some buddies hopefully tomorrow. I think maybe we'll kick you out. Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, everything got, everything got really wet yesterday, and now today everything got really icy. And then Dad Mike can maybe come out here and move that feeder around, because he's got that little bit of core on the inside that he can't get to. He still has plenty of hay in there, just can't get to the core. Yeah, the plan is I want to go to Track Supply after we're done feeding, and I need some mineral anyways, and I think I'm gonna try the Purina all-purpose mineral, not the Wind and Rain, just the regular Purina all-purpose mineral. It's a couple bucks more a bag than the NutriBeef. I think right now I think I would still use the NutriBeef IGR in the summertime, or maybe just bite the bullet, spend the money, and get the Wind and Rain stuff. I'm not sure yet. That's quite a ways away. That's right. We want to put this in by the bulls so he can't fluff that up anyways. So when I compared the formulation of the NutriBeef to the Purina stuff, the ounces per head per day were very similar, but what I liked is that the Purina stuff has a lot more selenium in it, and it actually has more magnesium, and it has more selenium it has more selenium in it, and it also has more magnesium, and it also has higher levels of some of the vitamins. And the two main minerals were the two that we were short in. So for a few extra bucks, hopefully it helps out. But we'll try it. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, I know the NutriBeef still works. Sort of. I'm really hoping Cora May has her calf tonight, because as soon as she has her calf and that thing gets settled in, that means we can take 75, put her in the back pen. It'll make dealing with knowledge just a lot easier. So this is, third set of shots. So this is day 3. So we got four more days. I need to get through tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have to ask our vet for some more penicillin, because we only got a 250 milliliter bottle. And and they're fairly high doses, but it's all body weight. You know, it's X milliliters per 100 pounds or whatever. So you kind of estimate their weight, and that's going to determine how much you give them. Not a huge day as far as getting a ton of stuff done, but we still got some stuff done. But also, this is the first Saturday in like 3 weeks that I've actually felt fairly normal, and we don't have like some major pressing things to do. And then got a couple of animals in, so that should be good. Hopefully they do calve on time when they're supposed to. But not a huge day today, but that's okay. It ain't over yet. Now it's Tractor Supply time. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hey, good morning. All right. Sunday morning, sun's out. This girl, this is AC 431. Her bag is definitely making some progress. She should have a bold ruler, which kind of want a bull, just because she raises like the best calves that we have every year. Sometimes they have a little bit more frame. That's why I use bold ruler, to bring that frame down just a little bit. And I think bold ruler definitely does not sacrifice in the growth department. So I don't know. I think that could be a really, really nice bull calf. Last night was a late night. At about 10 o'clock last night, little Cora May here started showing signs like, hey, I'm going to have a calf sometime soon. Well, sometime soon turned into like 1:30 in the morning. But we got ourselves a nice little Kingpin heifer. She's definitely not very big. Cora did a really, really good job. So, very, very spunky little girl last night. She was only like half out, and she was flailing. She was trying to crawl her way out of mom. Very, very nice. She's got this little white swatch right on her hip here. She's got half a white tail. But I don't think 70 pounds. And the one from the other day, the Essential heifer, is doing pretty good. She was running around this morning. I think on the dock today, we want to try and maybe see if we can get those bulls moved into the BDA. Now that the big steers aren't in there, those guys could use a little more space. And also, we could use a little more space for the calves. All right, so we did spend a little time on the 44 and took the batteries out of here. So got a little bit of project. The hold downs that go across here are pretty rusted up. So this is 2 batteries. They are actually 6-volt running series for this one. But I think we're gonna look into what it would take to convert it to 12-volt run parallel. So yeah, a little research on that one. I think it's just swapping out some cables and hooking them up a little different. We'll see. I'm gonna grab a small chain. We're gonna go in and we're gonna see if these 2 panels that divvy up the bulls from the rest of the group can get loosened. So these 2, we really hope they can be. Otherwise, we're going to have to really get creative on trying to move those bulls into the BDA. All right, panels are a no-go. They are frozen solid. So we're going to feed the cows right away because it's pretty close to feeding time anyways. I would like to move this red feeder into the loafing shed crew. Dad doesn't recall me bringing up that idea, but I am really confident that I did. All right, so before we take this feeder back, Dad's actually gonna flip it over so we can empty it out. Just kind of a nice, easy, not gentle way of cleaning out the feeders. But I will stay over here. So you don't get it all unless it's nice and warm out, but you get a bunch of it, and we want to get as much out of there as possible because we're going to dump silage in it. We won't put hay in this one. We'll keep using the hay ring. And if everything goes right, tipping it back over is way simpler. Kind of like that. 301 again. So this is basically what we're doing. We're just gonna dump it in here now. And that's probably actually a little too much, but then that way it's not on the ground, easier for them to eat, and they should be able to reach everything inside. And there is a V in the middle, so once it gets down, that stuff will start to fall to the sides. So that was the reason we purchased those originally, well, so that we could dump silage in it. But then we kept getting really, really heavy birth weights, and we thought it was the silage, so that's kind of why we stopped doing that, at least feeding them. The nice thing now though is we're feeding them because we want them to have a little extra energy, a little better quality feed, so that hopefully they don't lose so much condition before they get to spring grass, and hopefully they actually bring back a little condition, because the hope is that we can feed that, well, really, I mean, it's the next 2 months that we're feeding that stuff. Hopefully we can go that long. We'll just see. We'll see how long it goes. And that'll also save us on a little bit of hay too. Our little Kingpin heifer, weighed and tagged. 71 pounds, right on the money. Which is really nice. I mean, I don't mind 65-pound calves out of heifers. But if you really think about it, there's no reason a well-developed 2-year-old can't handle a 75-pound calf. So like I said, we put 75 back here. She's doing really nice. Still got just a hint of those bowed back legs, but those will straighten up. Honestly, by the time she's a month old, you are not going to know that she ever had that issue. And I have read that a lot of times, especially in heifers, that'll happen because the calf just ran out of space. And then there's this little girl who's doing really, really good. Just kind of chilling out. And it is pretty dry in here. Probably tomorrow night I'll have to throw some fresh bedding in there. But we're also going to be warming up throughout the week too, which is a good deal. It is Sunday, it is the end of the day, so you know what that means. It's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the video. Please hit that thumbs up button. Helps support the channel. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, thanks for coming along.